process, gradually changing opinions, slowly eroding old barriers, quietly building new structures. A famous quote quoted by a very famous personality, John F. Kennedy. A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to one and all present here in the second day of virtual observation of the International Day of Peace 2022, and to commemorate the International Day of Peace this year with the theme End Racism, Build Peace. A 4 days national level webinar on World Scout programs that has been organized by the national headquarters of the Bharat Scouts and Guides India from 18th to 21st September 2022. Welcome once again to everyone. Now may I request all the dignitaries, participants and all other members of the organization to kindly stand up for the BSG prayer. Program Ut Jao. Program Savdhan. General Salute, Salute. जैसे थे प्रार्थना शुरू.
दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना, हमारे ज्ञान में आओ प्रभु, आँखों में बस जाओ, अंधेरे दिल में आकर के परम ज्योति जगा देना, बहा दो प्रेम की गंगा, दिलों में प्रेम का सागर, हमें आपस में मिलजुल कर प्रभु रहना सिखा देना, हमारा कर्म हो सेवा, हमारा धर्म हो सेवा, सदा ईमान हो सेवा, वो सेवक चर बना देना, वतन के वास्ते जीना, वतन के वास्ते मरना, वतन पर जान फिदा करना, प्रभु हमको सिखा देना, दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना.
Thank you so much, everyone, and please be seated. And I welcome all of you once again. I once heard a conversation between two human emotions, that is, spirit and ego. Ego said, once everything falls into place, I will find peace. And spirit said, find your peace and everything will fall into place. So, dear friends, at any moment we have a choice to either practice peace or stress as we go about the day. So as we are celebrating the International Day of Peace, let me now welcome the visionary women with strong ethics, respected Kumud Mehra ma'am, Assistant Director, Southern Region, to please propose the welcome address.
Thank you, Ayantika. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Best philosophy in life is to keep the mind happy and peaceful. We don't know whether success gives happiness or not, but a happy mind and peaceful mind can always head to success. Peace is its own reward, Mahatma Gandhi said. It's my great honor and privilege for me to welcome you all today on behalf of National Headquarters for this precious event, observation of International Day of Peace. We are delighted to have with us, we are today great leader, very great personality, kind person, Honorable Dr. H.P. Chetri sir, National Advisor to Chief National Commissioner, Bharat Scouts and Guide, India, State Chief Commissioner, Sikkim State Bharat Scouts and Guide. My heartfelt welcome you, sir. I take this opportunity to extend my warm welcome to our today's resource speaker, Ms. Monse Lopez, Youth Representative, WASM, and member of Global Earth Tribe. I, on behalf of Bharat Scouts and Guide, entire team of Bharat Scouts and Guide, warm welcome you, madam. I welcome to our additional International Commissioner Scout Madhusudan sir. Yes, I would like to welcome our respected Director, Bharat Scouts and Guide, Dr. Rajkumar Kaushik sir, Executive Director, Krishna Swami sir, respected Joint Director, Scout Program and Training, Sri Amar B. Chetri sir, MOP Coordinator and NSO. Yes, I welcome to our Joint Director Guide, Ms. Darshana Pavaskar Madam. I would like to welcome all the Deputy Director, all the Joint Directors, Deputy Directors, Assistant Director of Region and State Officer of Bharat Scouts and Guide. I extend my warm welcome to our wonderful, motivated MOP team members who is present here. Welcome you all. I welcome all the technical team of IDP, Master of Ceremony. And yes, YouTube viewers, welcome you all. The aim of event is Observation International Day of Peace on 21st September. And impart knowledge of World Scout Program. This year, theme of IDP is End Racism, Build Peace. I repeat, End Racism, Build Peace. If we maintain peace, our life will be harmony, happy and healthy. The concept of scouting guiding is make the society happy, healthy, peaceful. Yes, happy, healthy, peaceful. To help the society and think the needy person. Yes, those really need. And we are here to help them. As we all know how we love ourselves. We have to love our surrounding person and our society. Then we can maintain peace globally. Only if individual become peaceful will the world will be peace. शांति और न्याय सिक्के के एक पहलू हैं, सिक्के के दो पहलू हैं और शांति से रहने के लिए आप सबसे पहले खुद पर अटूट विश्वास रखिए और जो आपके पास है उसमें संतुष्ट रहिए. Once again, I welcome you all. I conclude my words with quote Dr. Larson, promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb you, your peace of mind. So अंत में एक बार मैं सभी का जो भी यहाँ उपस्थित है उनका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ सभी का स्वागत. भारत माता की जय. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking the privilege to welcome all our respected dignitaries and dear participants. Really, it was wonderful. Moving ahead, I am honored to invite on screen the international personality of World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, an inspiration to young people and adult leaders, a leader who is very dedicated towards working for a cause, none other than Srimati Darshana Pavaskar ma'am, Joint Director of Guides, Program and Training, to please give the opening remarks. Over to you, ma'am.
Namaste and a very warm good afternoon to all the members present here. And thank you, Shubham, for a wonderful welcome to me. With due respect to all the guests present here on these Zoom platform, and as well as all the members who are watching us on our YouTube channel, a warm welcome to the resource person. As Kumud Mehra ma'am has very rightly said, we welcome you all for this wonderful initiative which has been taken to celebrate International Peace Day of Peace. Right, we all know that peace begins within us. If we are peaceful, we can create peace around us. And this times, the goal for peace is peace involving creating a world where people are treated equally, regardless of their race. We all have a role to play in fostering peace. If we think about when the world came into existence, we all heard about the story of Adam and Eve. And if we go back, as per the Harry Potter watch, right? It went behind in the past, and that is where you visualize all the things. Dear children, if we visualize, that was that apple which fell down, there was only Adam and there was only Eve. And there were no more race There was no race, there was no creed, there were no black, there were no white, there was no competition which was there into that world. It's time that we understand that over the years, we created this caste, creed, everything, male, female, gender equality, a lot of issues we created ourselves. It's time for us to go back to the basics from where Earth started. And we think about having a world which is much more beautiful without all this racism. And maybe that is why theme for this year is creating a better world, end racism, and build peace. With this thought, we have along with us the speaker from WASM. We have Mons, who is 25 years old. She's from Guatemala and have been a scout for almost her entire life. Yes, living a life as a scout is a wonderful, wonderful experience. She is a young representative for WASM, part of the global coordination team of Earth Tribe. Why would the Earth Tribe, the term could have been existing? We need to think more in detail that yes, we need to go back to our basics from where we belong. She's also the program co-lead for Jota Joti, which helps with the implementation of Earth Tribe in her NSO and worked for WASM Global Office for more than a year as a Better World Framework intern. Mones Lopez is an intern, and she's going to give us more information about the Earth Tribe. I'm sure the members, the audience, the children, the unit leaders, the officials from the state association who are watching this webinar certainly would be privileged and could get more information about the Earth Tribe program of WASM. But as we part later on after this webinar, it is my humble request to all the children who are present here to involve more and more number of young people into the peace activities which would be conducted during this week. Of course, Bharat Scouts and Guides is committed to do all these activities and create a better world. But we need to create an impactful action in the society. Only then our impactful actions are going to make a world which would be free of racism and racial discrimination. Bharat Scouts and Guides aims to create a better India, of course, in turn, a better world. So let us all come together, understand why it is important to end racism, and which in turn is going to build peace. With this, I welcome all and welcome Ms. Munaz for her wonderful, wonderful seminar ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Darshana ma'am, for your always inspiring young minds to be a better citizen. Thank you, ma'am, once again. Well, being young isn't about the age, and it's about being a free spirit. So now it's time to invite such an inspiring personality who is the guiding light of Sikkim State. Yes, please join me in welcoming the very honorable personality, Dr. H.P. Chetri sir, National Advisor to Chief National Commissioner, Bharat Scouts and Guides India, and State Chief Commissioner of Sikkim State. He has completed 30 years of service to the Scout movement as State Chief Commissioner of Sikkim State, and he is also a recipient of Silver Elephant Award and Silver Star Award presented by the Honorable President of India in 1996 and 1994 respectively, which are the highest awards in order of merit for the dedicated service rendered to the Scouts and Guides Association. I heartily welcome you, sir, today to our today's webinar, and I also request you to kindly honor us by lighting the holy lamp. Welcome, sir. Please address our today's gathering.
Good afternoon, everybody. Resource person Monsi Lopez, consultant WOJAM, the Scouts, Guides, Rovers, Rangers, unit leaders, order traders, and NSQ officials. My heartiest greetings to all of you. Each year, International Day of Peace is observed around the world on 21st September. The UN General Assembly has declared this day as a day devoted to strengthening the ideals of peace through observing 24 hours in non-violence and ceasefire day. The theme for celebration of this year is "And Racism Build Peace." Peace is freedom from violence, from parents, from family, from strangers, neighbors, etc. Peace means living a life where your rights are guaranteed. First recorded peace movement was the Peace of God in 989 AD and Truce of God in 1027 AD. International Day of Peace is observed to recognize the efforts of those who worked hard to curb the conflict and promote peace. A non-government organization by the name Pathway to Peace observed the International Day of Peace by keeping minutes silent at noon in each time zone in the world at a time. This observance of silence at a time in the world creates a peace wave around the world, which affects the mind of people for bending towards peace. On the auspicious occasion of International Day of Peace, the Bharat Scouts and Guides is celebrating all 4 days, 18 to 21st September, with different activities in different levels all over India. Over 5,000 Scouts Guide unit leaders have registered for participation. Scouts and Guides are the messenger of peace. They carry love and peace wherever they go along with them. Different organizations celebrate peace by differently. Educational institutions celebrate by organizing debate, workshop, teaching about the differences, merit and demerits of conflict and peace. The Scouts and Guides celebrate besides other activities by organizing national level webinar to engage the youth through digital platform, by organizing various online innovative educational youth-related programs and activities. Lastly, I congratulate to all who participated and who performed, and my special appreciation to all the team members of the Messenger of Peace for leading the whole show. My heartiest congratulations to Sri Amar Chetri, Joint Director Scouts, and his team members for the able leadership shown by organizing national webinar effectively, no doubt, on the guidance and support of the Director, Kaushik Ji. Thank you very much. Happy Scouting and Guiding. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for blessing this virtual gathering with your inspiring and golden words. Dear participants, please note, let me introduce our team member Arjun from Kerala State Bharat Scouts and Guides, who will be there in YouTube to collect all your questions. So please feel free to put your questions, if you have any, in YouTube as well. Moving ahead with the program, I would like to welcome our today's resource speaker, a very young and dynamic personality, Ms. Monse, Youth Representative of WOZM. Monse is 25 years old and has been a scout almost for her entire life. She is currently a part of the Global Coordination Team of Earth Tribe 2022 to 2024 and also Program Co-Lead of Jota Joti. She helped implementation of Earth Tribe in her NSO and worked for WOZM Global Office for more than a year as a Better World Framework intern. On behalf of the entire Bharat Scouts and Guides fraternity, I welcome you, ma'am, and request you to please proceed with today's session on Earth Pride. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the invitation. So my name is, I will introduce myself really quickly. I know you already did, and thank you for that. My name is Montserrat Lopez. You can call me Monse. As they already told you, I'm 25 years old, and I'm based in Guatemala. So for me, it's morning. So good morning again. I will start with the session. Please, just as a reminder, you can leave your questions on the Q&A part of Zoom. And I understand that they're also taking questions on Zoom, on YouTube. So please feel free to ask, and we will do our best to answer. So I know this is the International Day of Peace celebration, and I'm really, really happy that for the invitation to talk about Earth Tribe, because as they were saying previously, being connected with our roots and being connected with our earth, it's also a way to claim peace, it's also a way to fight for peace. And WASM has a really incredible program to work towards a better earth, towards creating a better world. So I'm gonna talk to you for the next couple of minutes about Earth Tribe and how can you be part of Earth Tribe, how can you get involved in your communities and engage to have an impact on Earth and your social side. First, I will really talk about the Better World Framework. So as you know, the Better World Framework is an initiative that englobes a lot of initiatives, a lot of challenges, and all badges. We have Messengers of Peace. I know that you are mostly familiar with Messengers of Peace. We have Dialogue for Peace, who is being relaunched this year. We have He for She, Patrimonito, and of course we have the 3 challenges that are part of our tribe, which I will talk a little bit more about later on. We have Champions for Nature, which is the panda one, Scouts to Solar, and Plastic Tie Turners. Better World Framework works with a lot of partners, meaning that not only World Scouting is trying to create a better world, but also a lot of other NGOs, a lot of others international associations that are also aiming towards the same goal. So once we figure out that we are not alone on creating a better world, we start creating strategic alliances, and these are the ones that already work at a global level, and these are the ones that you can explore in your National Scout organization, in your cities, in your communities. So we have UNESCO, we have CAICID, which mostly focus on helping us with Dialogue for Peace. We have WWF, UN Environment, UNICEF, UNFPA, South Africa, the UN Refugee Agency, and UN Women. These are not all of them, but most of the partners that works at a global level. Then finally, we have Earth Tribe. Earth Tribe is a global community of young people working to preserve and protect our planet. I wanted to put this big, and I wanted to make a huge emphasis on community. So once you're part of Earth Tribe, you're part of a global community, which means that you are part of a 50 million young people also working towards a better community, towards preserving and protecting our planet. So we know that not only achieving peace, but also preserving and protecting our planet is our mission, is the mission for all of us. So we need to work together in order to do it. So that's why when we talk about Earth Tribe, we don't talk about personal projects or personal impact, but we talk about a global community. And how can we connect with more scouts? How can we connect with scouts around the globe to, as I already said, preserve and protect our planet? So Earth Tribe is one common home with limited resources, which is Earth. a single tribe that depends on nature to survive, that needs to be united to save the planet. So this is like the motto of Earth Tribe. When you understand what this means, you understand why is it important for us to get involved? Why is it important for us to be part of this tribe, to engage in our communities and to do something? So we all have a common home with limited resources, Earth. We all want to be part of a single tribe because we all depend on nature to survive. That needs to be united to save the planet. So now talking a little bit more about Earth Tribe, I want to talk about the learning process. So Earth Tribe is a global community, and it's also a global initiative that has 3 challenges. But Earth Tribe itself has 3 simple steps that are called the learning process. First of all, when you get involved in Earth Tribe, you enter the phase of be aware. So we want you to be aware of your choices and the positive or negative impact of people's actions on ecosystem cycles, nature, and climate change. So the first part is for you to notice what you're doing, for you to analyze the impact. Are you having a positive impact on the planet? Are you having a negative impact? Do you want to change that? How can you change that? After being aware, you enter a phase of cooperate with others to identify and create solutions to protect and restore ecosystems and climate change. This is when the fun starts. As you know, on Scouting, we like to learn by having fun, and we like to learn together. So on the cooperate phase, you not only identify and create solutions, but you also do activities, you also create projects, you also think about the future. So this is when the fun starts. After cooperating, you start the 3rd phase, which is act. By engaging in meaningful lifestyles, implement best practices and projects and advocate for the environment. So this is when your actual work starts. Earth Tribe will help you to be aware of the impact that you're having. Will help you create solutions, but it will be up to you to live a meaningful lifestyle, which means once you get aware of everything you're doing, how can you change your habits? How can you change your practices? You will be asked to create a community project, a community engagement project to help your community learn something, to help your community change something, and to advocate for the environment. As you know, we are the leading youth global association. So we are 50 million scouts around the globe. And can you imagine if all 50 million scouts can advocate for the environment? If each one of us take our social media, take our communities, our group of friends, and start advocating for the environment. Can you imagine the impact that we can have? And in my opinion, this is also how you achieve this, but advocating for what you believe. So this is basically the big picture of Earth Tribe, just for you to have like a big mindset. We are gonna see each of the steps one by one, but Earth Tribe is basically an initiative that has a learning process that we already talked about. So be aware, cooperate, and act. We have 4 paths. Each path is related to some sustainable development goals that will lead you to a challenge that eventually will lead you to a badge. So you will start this process as a young people, as an individual, because this is a process that you will do by yourself at the beginning. And at the end of the road, you will become part of a global community. You will become part of Earth Tribe. So the path that we have, it's advocate for better choices, innovator for clean energy, champion for nature and biodiversity, and healer for healthy planet. So those are the 4 paths. When you start this discovery of Earth Tribe, you need to choose one of these paths, the one that better suits you or the one that calls you the most. And on better choices, we have developing sustainable consumption habits towards an eco-friendly and healthy lifestyle. So remember, these are the actions that you are going to be taking during this incredible path. Then we have nature and biodiversity, connecting with nature and protecting it for sustainability. Then we have the 3rd path, which is clean energy, exploring and adopting sustainable energy options. And we have finally the last path, which is clean and healthy planet, preventing and recovering water and land ecosystem from pollution. So once Earth Tribe was thought, they tried to cover everything regarding Earth, everything regarding what can we do as young people to impact our planet and to preserve it. So now that you choose your challenge, that you know which SDGs you are going to be working with, we're going to talk about the challenges itself. So a challenge is a long-term effort with a specific agendas, goals, and processes aimed to develop key competencies in young people. Challenges include multiple elements to ensure the development of key competencies supported by a network. The network here is Earth Tribe, and we have 3 challenges available for you. I love the 3 of them, so I don't have a favorite, but I'm pretty sure that at the beginning you are going to have a favorite of Scouts to Solar Plastic Day Turners and Champions for Nature. Let's talk about a little bit of Champions for Nature challenge, which I know for a fact that is the most famous one, because we have been working with WWF for quite some time. Since 1970, we have been creating and developing this partnership. Now we have a challenge. So Champion for Nature, when a scout completes the Champion for Nature challenge, it counts towards either of the following paths. So from the 4 paths that I already present to you, 2 of them are part of this challenge. We have better choices, which is young people will be developing sustainable habits toward an eco-friendly and healthy lifestyle. You will discover the impact of your everyday actions in the immediate surroundings where you live. You will be able to design and improve your consumption habits to adopt more sustainable lifestyles. You will be able to help your community understand their consumption habits and how can they make it better. And on better choices, you will be working with SDG number 11, 12, and 13. The other path that is part of this challenge is nature and biodiversity. That is, young people will be connecting with nature by understanding how ecosystems work and what the relationship with our life is. From ecosystems, we get our food. Why is it important to protect the green areas we have, where we play, where we camp, where we are doing all those scouting activities that we love. On this path, you will be working with SDG number 2, 13, 14, and 15. So we created this path. So when you read this or when you hear what I'm reading, you get identified with one of them. Do you identify yourself as someone that wants to understand their consumption habits to change them? Or do you identify yourself as someone that wants to understand how ecosystem works and the relationship it has with our life? Then we have a quick example of Anu's journey to becoming a champion for nature. This is a quick example. You can think of this example of yourself. So Anu is a 8-year-old. It can be up to the age that your National Scout organization allows. It's concerned about animal species and nature. So we know that Anu wants to know a little bit more about animal species and nature. Her scout leader suggests that she do a self-assessment for champions for nature. As I told you before, you are going to enter first a step of being aware of what you do. And these steps start with a self-assessment. She completes the one-planet activity to learn how nature works. This activity is on the implementation manual. She uses the Seek app to identify different species, plans a project with her team on mapping the species in a local natural reserve, evaluates the project and learning outcomes of it. The team becomes Earth Tribe members and get the challenge recognition. In this case, they will get the Champion for Nature challenge. And Anna's leader suggests more challenges to explore. So this is basically how your journey will look like. You will start thinking what is important to you. Do you relate yourself at healthy consumption? Do you want to learn about environment and biodiversity? Do you want to learn about plastic? Do you want to learn about clean energy? Once you decided what you want to learn about, Earth Tribe offers you a great variety of activities, a great variety of self-assessments, and how can you impact your community. So how does the learning process that we already talked about apply on this challenge? So first, you complete a self-assessment of your knowledge and understanding of the relationship between humans, nature, and biodiversity. Meaning that this self-assessment is not a questionnaire, it is not an exam, it's not a quiz that you need to pass on. It's just for you to know where are you standing once you start the process. And at the end, you will see how much you change, how much you learn. Then you decide which learning path would you like to work. In this case, in this example, you can choose better choices or nature and biodiversity. Then you attempt to do activities according to your age. We have 2 activities if you are from 7 to 10 years old, and 3 activities if you are 11 or above. Then the most important thing is you decide the issue you want to address with the development of a community service project. Because as you know, as Scouts, we love to serve. We love to teach what we have learned, and we love to impact our community. Then we have another challenge called Plastic Tide Turner Challenge. And this is in partnership with UN Environment. This challenge, once a scout completes the Plastic Tide Turner Challenge, it counts for the following path: healthy planet. So open your mind to see if this calls you. So healthy planet is when a young people who cares about others and are always working toward creating a better world for others and themselves. They want to understand how the pollution created somewhere can impact people far away, and one learning aspect of this path. Lakes, rivers, and ocean provide food and water for all of us. And how can we prevent this careless pollution? How are we being affected or impacted by this careless pollution? So if you are interested about pollution, if you are interested about knowing how our actions can affect someone all over the world. So for example, your actions can affect me. We are across the world from each other, or how my actions can affect you. This path is for you. On this path, you're gonna be working with SDG number 6, number 13, and number 14. Then how the learning process works on plastic tire turners, it will be the same as the one before. Complete a self-assessment on how much do you understand the issues related to plastic, plastic waste, and plastic pollution. Audit your plastic usage in your personal life through the plastic audit quiz before going through the activities. This is, for me, my favorite activity of this challenge, because you will be able to see how much plastic of one use do you actually use. So are you actually using more plastic than you should have? Can you reduce that? How can you reduce that? Do at least 5 activities for the 7 to 10 years old and 4 activities for 11 years or more. And of course, plan and carry on with a community service project that will impact your community, and you will teach them something, and they will change how they see their plastic usage. Then finally, we have the Scouts to Solar Challenge, which is in partnership with South Africa. When a Scouts complete this Scouts to Solar Challenge, it counts toward the path of clean energy. Clean energy is basically young people will explore and adapt to sustainable energy options, from understanding the impact of energy usage in climate change to advocate for the adoption of sustainable energy options. As you know, we are trying to push the United Nations, and all of us who are working towards a better world, we are trying to push for more sustainable and clean energies. So if you are interested about advocating for this, advocating for sustainable energy options, this is the path for you. On this path, you will be working with SDG number 7 and SDG number 13. Now that we know the path, now that we know the challenges, we know the learning component of EarthTribe, we do offer you a couple of priorities for you to get started. We have a project planning and monitoring and evaluation type of template. So whenever you are creating a project, whenever you are creating something to impact your community, you need to identify what are the needs or the issues affecting the community, inspire you to take actions. So now that once you completed the first 2 options, the first 2 steps of the challenge, what will inspire you to take action in your community? What are some of the things that you see in your community that needs to be changed, that you are inspired to change? That's how we start project planning, monitoring, and evaluation. What is the new reality you and your community members want to see? So this is the first question you want to know. You want to ask yourself once you are engaging with your community. What do I want to change about my community? If I could change anything right now, if you could change anything from your community right now, if you can change their plastic usage, if you can change their clean energy usage, if you can change how they treat animals, what will you change? And what is the change you want to see? Then you will be breaking down the action into steps. So what steps do I need to take to solve the identified needs? What are the expected results of each of the steps? What will be the benefits for the community from these results? This is the planning part. During the project, you will also monitor your plans. Are you on track? Have you completed your activities? Have your activities have the results you wanted? And at the end, of course, you will evaluate the results and the experience. Did you address and did you change the need you were looking for? Have your activities produced a benefit from your community? Should you have done something different? So this is a huge example of a project planning process that you can have. I'm pretty sure that your National Scout organization and your national youth program teams can help you discover even more ways of project planning, monitoring, and evaluation. This is just a template, just an example that you can find online on WOSM Library. On this note, we also have 3 implementation manuals for you, which I'm pretty sure that you already have because of your amazing National Scout organization, but you can also find them online on earthtribe.scout.org. You can download the Side Turners Plastic Challenge, the Champions for Nature Challenge, and this Scouts Go Solar Challenge is currently developing. On these implementation manuals, you will be able to find activities to do. You will be able to read up a little bit more about the path, the challenges, and the learning component. So I just give you like a quick introduction to each of the challenges, but they are amazing. Everything that you will be able to learn on each of these challenges will be mind-blowing. It will change the way that you interact with our planet. And it will be maybe that sparkle that will inspire you to inspire others. I would also like to mention the vision for future of education in Scouting. So this is something that will be up to us. So our vision is that Scouting education will be driven by key competencies for sustainable development. And we are already doing it by having incredible competencies on EarthTribe. We are aiming to have digital and gamified education. And we are focused on behavior change. So at the end of each of the paths, you will see that something on you would change. You will start changing your behavior. You will start doing things that maybe you weren't doing before. And that's exactly what we want to do, want to accomplish. I will also like to invite you to our EarthTribe Facebook group. I'm sorry, my Facebook is in Spanish, but you can find the EarthTribe Facebook group on Facebook. It is a closed group, but once you apply, you're gonna be let in. As up to now, we have 12.5K, so we are really proud about it. This is a place where you can share your ideas, when you can get ideas from other people from around the globe. We usually share webinars there, opportunities, we share sessions. So make sure that you join our EarthTribe community. And I also wanted to mention that I know that you're pretty familiar with, but whenever we do something that inspires you, it can inspire someone else. And that's how we start a change, by inspire others to take action. So we have a platform, the World Organization of the Scout Movement, have a global platform for you to share your activities, for you to share your projects. So you can enter sdgs.scout.org and you will be redirected to the SDG Hub, where you can find the world map of projects around the world. You can explore projects regarding SDGs, and you can take action. So once you click on take action, you will be able to start adding new content for other people around the globe to see. So you can share your insight on the community service project you did, or you can share a blog post. Please let me know, or let your National Scout organization, your youth program, your Scout leader know if you want more information about this. I'm sure we can arrange something, and I'm sure we can inspire you a little bit more. So just before we finish, As you know, I'm the co-lead program for Jyoti Jyoti this year. And Jyoti Jyoti is happening soon, in less than a month. So make sure that you subscribe to Jyoti Jyoti, because we're going to have lots of sessions, not only on Earth Tribe, but we're also having sessions on peace and community, on skills for life and mental health. So that will be it on my side. I see the chat is pretty packed. I don't know if there are any questions, or maybe one member of the team want me to answer some questions.
Well, thank you so much for the wonderful session, and I'm sure all our audience have loved it. So if anybody has any question regarding our Thrive session, please feel free to drop it down in the question and answer box or in the Zoom chat box. Our resource speaker will be very happy to answer them. And we are having Mr. Arjun, who will be coordinating the questions from the YouTube we are getting. So guys, please drop down your questions if you're having any.
Okay, I think there are no questions. Feel free to ask. I will also leave my email on the chat. Please feel free to write if you have any questions about Jyoti Jyoti, Earth Tribe, or anything that I talked about. And I also let my social media, because we usually post a lot about Earth Tribe.
Monse, thank you. You can extend an invitation to each one of them to join the Jyoti Jyoti.
Thank you. So please feel free, and I really do invite you to register to Jyoti Jyoti. We're gonna have really, really amazing sessions on Earth Tribe and peace, skills for life, and health and well-being. I see some questions. So some example of the actions that are being taken around the globe. Actually, we have really amazing and inspired projects from all around the world. You can find a lot of them on the SDG Hub or on the Facebook group. But for you to mention one, we have one scout from APR, which is your region. He works toward bringing clean energy to his village. He worked with the Scout Foundation and helped create this amazing learning process for the village to get clean energy. We also have a project in Inter-America when a group of scouts actually clean most of 15 beaches and around of 500 tons of waste that was going to the ocean. So those are two inspiring stories that you can find more about on Earth Tribe Facebook group or SDGs. So also your impact in your community doesn't have to be huge, but it needs to be meaningful. Scouts activities for SDGs are counted by UN? Yes. Yes, that's an amazing question. Scouts for SDGs, it's our contribution to the global agenda, to the scouting, to the Sustainable Development Agenda. So at the end of 2030, as World Scouting, as a global movement, we will present our contribution and our service hours to the UN. And a way to monitor and track all these service hours, all these service actions is the SDG Hub that I show you. So if you put your project on the SDG Hub, if you share with us, we will make sure to count it on as part of scouting or global scouting work toward the Sustainable Development Agenda. and I see a question that what is the definition according to me of a scout guide, I think that a scout is just a person that wants to create a better world. It's a person that likes to inspire more to take action, and it's a person who is willing to work towards what they believe on, and to advocate for it.
Well, I have one more question. Somebody had directly messages to me. It says, is it compulsory to complete all the 3 topics to get the Earthright badge?
So there's actually not an Earthright badge itself. Earthright is made of 3 badges. They are the ones that are on screen. So yes, the objective, and it will be amazing if you can complete these challenges, or let's put it on, if you can take the 4 paths, because it will give you a huge knowledge on earth, on environment, on biodiversity, clean energy, plastic type pollution. So it's not that you will get an Earthright badge itself, but you will get the 3 of them. And you only need 1 to become part of their tribe community.
Perfect, thank you. I guess that was all the questions which you have answered for our audience, and it was very clear. So thank you once again for joining us today and sparing your valuable time with us. So now I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude and my sincere thanks to all the respected resource speakers, respected HP3 sir, and all the distinguished officials of the Bharat Scouts and Guides for being here with us today and for enlightening our webinar. Moving on, it's my favorite time. Can you guess what Shubham is next?
Yes, I definitely can guess. Now it's time to have fun. Are you ready, dear participants? Give me a thumbs up, or you can write in the chat box as well. Yes, the chat box. People are reacting in the chat box, and they're also writing. That's amazing. Okay, so that's great. So let's begin the quiz now. I would like to hand over the virtual dais to our young, handsome and energetic leader of Bharat Scouts and Guides India, Mr. KK, Assistant State Training Commissioner for Scouts from Nagaland State Bharat Scouts and Guides, to please proceed with the quiz.
Hello, good afternoon. Am I audible enough to everyone?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. It's good to be back on the virtual platform after quite a long time. It's good to see young faces and all the energetic young people of Bharat Scouts and Guides. Welcome back to day 2 of the celebration of the virtual International Day of Peace 2022. Thank you, Shubham, for the utterly butterly delicious introduction. I am Kekese Luteño, scouting name KK. I am a scout and I'm a messenger of peace. And I hope all of you are messenger of peace. Well, this is the quiz segment of the day. This is also the icing on the cake for our celebration. Quizzes are always interesting, intriguing. They're full of suspense, full of learning and fun. If your heart is beating fast, if you are getting restless on this segment, that means you are at peace with this International Day of Peace. I am at peace. I'm excited to have this quiz segment with all of you through this Zoom webinar and all those who are watching live on YouTube channel of the BHG India. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible to everyone? My
Yes,
screen
yes.
visible? Okay, thank you. These are the instructions, simple instruction for our quiz. Instruction for quiz. First, you have to go to www.slido.com, enter the code #IDP2. Participants need to join the quiz with a username, which should be a 10-digit mobile number. The mobile number will be used to identify the participants. Results will be displayed after the quiz each day. A winner will be declared at the end of the webinar on or after 21st September. Winner will be recognized by the national headquarters BSG. So all of you keep your fingers closed. The link for today's Slido quiz is given here on screen. You can tap on, you can copy this link, or you can go to www.slido.com. Shubham, if you can see my screen, can you please read this one for our Hindi viewers?
Yes, sir. सभी प्रतिभागियों के लिए जो क्विज का इंस्ट्रक्शंस है, सबसे पहले आप सभी को www.slido.com पर जाना होगा और वहां पे जाके आपको आज का जो क्विज का सेशन है उसका कोड एंटर करना पड़ेगा। उसके बाद नेम के जगह आपको अपना मोबाइल नंबर डालना है ताकि भारत स्काउट्स एंड गाइड्स नेशनल हेडक्वार्टर्स जो भी क्विज का विनर हो उसको कांटेक्ट कर सके। और इस क्विज कंपटीशन में जो भी जीतेगा भारत स्काउट्स एंड गाइड्स के द्वारा उसको रिकॉग्नाइज किया जाएगा। ओवर टू यू के सर।
Thank you, Shubham. You can start joining in through the slido.com. You can see members joining in. Hurry up, everyone rush in to join the quiz. Please log in to www.slido.com.
KK, you stop sharing and then you share the Slido. I think there is some technical issue. Who is sharing? Shubham is sharing Slido.
Sir, KK sir is only sharing. Shall I?
I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Is this visible? My screen?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay, you can activate the quiz. Yeah, that's fine.
It's already activated. Rinku Tomar, Chetna Sashang, 22. We need more participant, 26. Everyone, please join in quickly. We'll be starting our quiz within a short time. Still people are joining. Join. Can we reach 100 today? 85 are already in, 86, 87, come on. Join in quickly. Okay, without further ado, we'll just start the quiz. 100 is done. Okay, now the first question is on the screen. Question number 1. What are the challenges of the Earth Tribe initiatives? Options are given there. Messenger of Peace, Tide Turner Plastic, Champions for Nature Challenge, Champion for Nature Challenge, Tide Turners Plastic Challenge, Scouts Go Solar Challenge, both of these or none of these. The time is running out. The answer is on the screen. Let's see who got the correct, how many person has got the correct answer.
KK, you have to check you're not on the voting mode. Can you just come on the right screen? This is not the right screen for the participants. The voting lines are not open.
Okay.
Okay, should I do it for you?
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
Give me some.
Okay, let us do one thing. Let us bring the MOP beat as a filler by the time the technical team gets ready. Can we have the filler in, please?
Scouting friends all over the world. Create a bridge in the world to live in peace. This is the time to spread out the word. Love, peace, tolerance, respect. Bring the love and live in harmony. Whisper it deep into your heart. Start to change the world today. It's never too late, no matter where you are. This is the time to spread out the word. Love, peace, tolerance, respect.
Okay, we can go ahead now. KK, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. The first question is already out. 71% goes with the champions for nature challenge. Titanus plastic challenge goes Scout Go challenge. Let's see which one is the correct one. The second option is the correct one. Those of you who got the second option is the correct one. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 2 is on the screen. When was the Earth Tribe Initiative introduced into the Scouting movement? The options are 5 June 2015, 5 June 2020, 21st June 2018, and 1st June 2016. Your time is running out. Only 12 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your time is up. Let's see how many of you have got which option. 42% of you went with the first option, 20% went with the second, and 27% went with the third. Let's see which is the correct answer. The second option, 5 June 2020. Earth Tribe Initiative was introduced into the Scouting movement on 5th June 2020. That was during the lockdown time. So those 20% who got this correct, congratulations. Moving on to the third question. Earth Tribe is an initiative falling under the domain of which broader plan? 4 options are there: Scouts for SDGs, World Scout Environment Program, Titanus Plastic Challenge. Five seconds left. Let's see how many of you have got which options. Let's see the correct answer. 41% went with the first option, Scouts for SDGs. Let's see the correct answer. Scouts for SDGs is the correct answer. 41% of you have got the right answer. Without wasting much time, let's move on to the fourth question. Which SDG is not directly linked to the Champions for Nature Challenge? Zero hunger, climate action, sustainable cities and communities, reduce inequalities. Let's see how many of you will get this question correct. Zero hunger, climate action, sustainable cities and communities, reduce inequalities. 5 more seconds. Let's see which is the correct answer. Most of you went with the reduced inequalities. 37% of you went, majority of you went for the reduced inequalities. Let's see the correct answer. Yes, 37% of you have got the right answer. Congratulations. Moving on to the fifth question. Which of the following is not an Earth Tribe Challenge? Scouts for SDGs, Titanus Plastic Challenge, Scouts Go Solar Challenge, Champions for Nature Challenge. Which of the following is not an Earth Tribe Challenge? Scouts for SDGs, Titanus Plastic, Scouts Go Solar, Champions for Nature. Let's see how many of you will get it correct. 39 of you went with the Scouts for SDGs. 26% went for the Champions for Nature. The correct answer is Scouts for SDGs. Next question, question number 6. Which initiative did Earth Tribe replace through its introduction? Which initiative did Earth Tribe replace through its introduction? Scouts for SDGs, World Scout Environment Program, World Scout Nature Conservation Program, Scouts for Nature. Let's see how many of you will get this correct. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time up. 150 of you have answered. 32% has went for the Scouts for SDGs again. Second one is World Scout Environment Program. Let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is World Scout Environment Program. Before Earth Tribe Initiative was introduced, it was known as the World Scout Environment Program. Thank you. Next question, number 7. In the Earth Tribe Initiative, Scouts Go Solar is connected to which 2 SDGs? Life below water, life on land, sustainable cities and communities, affordable clean energy, clean water and sanitation, climate action, and responsible consumption and production, partnership for the goal. Let's see, this is an interesting question. How many of you will get this correct? 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time up. Okay. Most of you, 54%, more than half of you have went for the second option. Let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is clean water and sanitation, climate action. So 18% of you have got the correct answer. Moving on, question number 8. Tide Turner Plastic Challenge was designed in partnership with which organization? Solar Africa, Plastic Pollution Coalition, Worldwide Fund for Nature, and United Nations Environment. Tide Turner's Plastic Challenge was designed in partnership with which organization? Let's see how many of you are well versed with this Tide Turner's Plastic Challenge. 2, 1, and 0. Let's see the poll. United Nations Environment, 30%, majority of you went for that. Let's see the correct answer. 38% of you have got the right answer. It is the United Nations Environment. Moving on to the last second question of today's quiz. Which of the following triad is not a direct part of the Earth Tribe Initiative journey mentioned in their website? Options are advocate for better choices, promoting pollution reduction, innovator for clean energy, healer for a healthy planet. You got 10 more seconds to give in your answers. 3, 2, 1, 0, and 146 of you have answered. First and second option has got 29%. Let's see which is the correct answer. Promoting pollution reduction. This is the right answer. The second option is the right answer. Congratulations to all of you who've got the right answer. Moving on to the last question of the quiz today, question number 10. How many SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, are covered by Champions for Nature Challenge? Options are 5, 7, 6, all 17 SDGs. Let's see how many of you will get this right. Ten more seconds. This must be a tricky question for most of you. Time is up. Let's see. Okay. Most of you, 60% of you went for the fourth option. Let's see which is the correct answer. The correct answer is 6. Sustainable Development Goals are covered by Champions for Nature Challenge in 6. Okay, there are 6 SDGs that are covered by this Champion Nature of Challenge. So thank you all for all those who got the correct answer. All those who got the wrong answer, never mind. You learned something from today's quizzes. Let's see who the winner of today's quiz are. First, we have 800-982-5620. Out of 10 questions, he or she got 8 questions, 8 answers correct in 3.58 time. Second is Neha. She got 7 out of 10 correct. Third is Yatin Verma, got 7 out of 10 correct. 9034833000. got 6 out of 10 correct. And in 5th place, we have 70876488084, got 6 out of 10 questions correct. So congratulations to all the winners, all the 5 winners, and all those who have participated in the quiz of day 2 of the celebration of International Day of Peace 2022. Quiz is not just about winning the answer, saying the right answer, but it is also for a learning opportunity to everyone who are participating and who are observing through the Zoom platform as well as the YouTube channel. So congratulations to all those who have participated. Once again, I encourage all of you to be more thorough with the sessions that we have been doing. You will be also doing your report, and the quizzes are also based on the session. So congratulations to all of you. I would like to wind up this quiz section with a quote that goes, a very common quote. It says, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. I repeat the quote, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So all our BSG member are tough members, tough scouts and guides, robbers and rangers. I encourage all of you that tomorrow and after tomorrow, our quizzes will be getting more and more trickier and tougher. Let us all gear up and get tougher for the quizzes and enjoy the learning virtual platform with each other. I'm Kekrisil Luteño. I'm a scout and I'm a messenger of peace, signing off for the quiz segment. Thank you, and over to the MCs.
Thank you so much, KK sir. So first of all, hearty congratulations to all the participants for participating in today's quiz. Now let us take a glimpse of the winners of a quiz from yesterday's webinar. I request the IT team to share the banner, please. Well, so first of all, let's all of us join together and congratulate Mr. Alexandra K. Ashok from Kerala State, who is the winner from yesterday's quiz. Congratulations, Mr. Ashok. And he is the first, he gets the first position. And in the second position, we have Ms. Rajni Kalia from Punjab State. Hearty congratulations to you, ma'am, for winning the position 2 from quiz from yesterday's first day's webinar. So now let us move on to the next part of our today's program. As we all know that our members from Bharat Scouts and Guides are working really hard to promote the message of peace in our society. So now let's listen to the views and let us look to their beautiful works as they are building peace in their society. So I will be calling 6 people, six messengers of peace rather, who will be sharing their incredible works with us today. So first we have Mr. Gauri Shankar, Scout Master from Uttarakhand State. Welcome, sir. And up next, I will be requesting Mr. Rajiv Shaha from Tripura to please be ready. First, I welcome Mr. Gauri Shankar from Uttarakhand State.
We can call next, Andika, since Gauri Shankar sir is not available now.
Right. So next we will be moving on to Mr. Rajiv Shaha, who is a rover leader from Tripura State.
Okay, क्या मेरी आवाज आप सबको सुनाई दे रही है?
Yes, sir. Please continue.
On your camera, sir. Please on your camera.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
आप सभी को नमस्कार. इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ पीस के अवसर पर नेशनल वेबिनार के माध्यम से जुड़ने वाले सभी सीनियर ऑफिसर्स, प्रतिभागियों और दर्शकों को मेरा सादर नमस्कार, अभिवादन। मैं गौरीशंकर कांडपाल, स्काउट मास्टर जीआईसी गुनिया लेकधारी नैनीताल, उत्तराखंड की देवभूमि की वादियों से आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत और अभिनंदन करता हूं। सर्वप्रथम मैं मैसेंजर ऑफ पीस के रूप में अपने वीडियो के माध्यम से आपको संदेश देना चाहता हूं। मेरा टेक्निकल टीम से निवेदन है कि वे मेरे वीडियो को चलाने का प्रयास करें।
दोस्तों नमस्कार। उत्तराखंड की इन वादियों से आपका हार्दिक स्वागत, अभिनंदन है। शांति चाहे देश की हो, चाहे समाज की हो, चाहे किसी भी मुल्क की हो, चाहे कहीं भी की हो, शांति अपने आप में एक ऐसा शब्द है जो कि हर किसी को प्रिय है। इन फूलों को देखिए, कितनी शांति से अपनी मस्त हवा में लहलहा रहे हैं, झूम रहे हैं, नाच रहे हैं। ये भी कहीं ना कहीं उस शांति का, उस सौहार्द का संदेश देती हैं जिसकी आज हमारे देश को, हमारे राष्ट्र को, हमारे समाज को बहुत आवश्यकता है। इस जगह, इस पात्र में रखा हुआ पानी भी बिल्कुल शांत है। जैसे ही इसमें वर्षा जल की बूंदें गिरती हैं तो अपने आप में एक हलचल हो जाती है, और इसे थोड़ा सा और हिला दिया जाए तो देखिए एक ऐसा माहौल बन गया है, इसके अंदर एक भंवर जैसा तैयार हो गया है। यही जीवन का असली सार है। इतने ऊंचे उठकर भी और इतना विशाल हृदय रखते हुए भी ये पहाड़ अपने आप में शांत हैं। कहीं ना कहीं ये जीवन को एक संदेश देते हैं। एक तरफ ये लहलाते हुए शांत स्वर में अपना संदेश देते खेत, जो कि जीवन की सच्चाई और ऊंचाई का एहसास कराते हैं, और दूसरी तरफ ये शोर जो एक वाहन के माध्यम से आप तक पहुंच रहा है, कहीं न कहीं इस सुखद और शांत वातावरण को प्रदूषित कर रहा है। एक तरफ बांसुरी का यह कर्णप्रिय संगीत है, और तो दूसरी तरफ इस तरह से डीजे का शोर है। हम खुद तय करें हमें कौन सा संगीत पसंद है, शांति प्रिय संगीत या फिर कोलाहल से युक्त संगीत। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय शांति दिवस के अवसर पर इसकी बहुत अधिक दरकार है कि हम जन जन तक यह संदेश पहुंचाएं कि किस तरह से एक भारतीय स्काउट और गाइड्स होने के नाते हम अपने दायित्वों का निर्वहन करते हुए न केवल भारत देश में बल्कि समाज के प्रत्येक वर्ग तक इस शांति के संदेश को पहुंचाएं। आइए हम संकल्प लें। जय हिंद।
धन्यवाद। आप सबके द्वारा इस वीडियो को बहुत सराहना दी गई, मैं इसके लिए आपका साधुवाद करता हूं। मैं हमारी टीम के साथ उत्तराखंड की वादियों से एसडीजी नंबर 16 जिसे पीस, जस्टिस एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग इंस्टीट्यूशन है, उसके लिए कार्य कर रहा हूं, और हमारा निरंतर यह प्रयास रहा है कि हम इस क्षेत्र में निरंतर कार्य करें। उत्तराखंड की वादियों से कला और संस्कृति के संरक्षण के लिए, जो कि आपके द्वारा प्रेषित इस संदेश को, जो कि यहाँ पर आपने प्रेषित किया है विगत, और इस संदेश में जो शब्द छुपा है कि आई कमिटेड टू लर्न मोर अबाउट कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटी। ये कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटी के लिए उत्तराखंड की वादियों से हमारी टीम सन 2017-18 से ही अपने स्काउट्स और गाइड्स क्लब उत्तराखंड के साथ और अपनी टीम जीआईसी गुनिया लेक के बच्चों के साथ कार्य कर रही है। इस क्षेत्र में हम आपको एक उत्तराखंड की वादियों से एक लोकगीत जो कि जन जागरूकता से जुड़ा हुआ और शांति का संदेश प्रदान करता हुआ है, हम आपको स्थानीय लोक वाद्य यंत्र के माध्यम से सुनाने का प्रयास करेंगे, और उसके बाद मैं अपने विचारों को इस क्षेत्र में रखूंगा। उत्तराखंड मेरी मातृभूमि, मातृभूमि या मेरी पितृभूमि, जकारा जर हिमाला परमकूता तेरो हूँ झलको परमकूता तेरो हूँ झलको झलकी कल गंगे की धारा जर हिमाला हिमाला तेरी जय जयकारा जर हिमाला ताली ताली तराई कूनी ताली ताली तराई कूनी ओ कूनी मल मल भवरा जर हिमाला हिमाला तेरी जय जयकारा जर हिमाला हिमाला तेरी जय जयकारा जर हिमाला उत्तराखंड मेरी मातृभूमि मातृभूमि या मेरी पितृभूमि ओ भूमि तेरी जय जयकारा जर हिमाला हिमाला तेरी जय जयकारा जर हिमाला। इस तरह से उत्तराखंड की वादियों से, क्योंकि हम लोग जिस मैसेंजर ऑफ पीस के रूप में काम कर रहे हैं कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटी में, इसका जो इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ पीस में एशिया पैसिफिक रीजन के हम लोग वासिंदे हैं, तो इस क्योंकि हिमालय अपने आप में इस एशिया पैसिफिक रीजन को बिलोंग करता है, इसीलिए ये उत्तराखंड की वादियों से यह गीत आपके बीच में रखने का प्रयास किया गया है। साथ ही साथ अगर मैं बात करूं अपनी टीम की, तो हमारे द्वारा उत्तराखंड में कला और संस्कृति के संरक्षण के साथ ही साथ यहाँ पर जो है जो काम किया जाता है उसको विभिन्न आयामों के माध्यम से प्रस्तुत किया जाता है। समाज के जो प्रत्येक वर्ग है उसमें उत्तराखंड की कला और संस्कृति देश विदेश तक पहुंचे, ये हमारा एक प्रयास है। हमारी स्काउट्स की टीम, हमारे बच्चे यहाँ पर मिलजुल कर इस काम को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग एक मैसेंजर ऑफ पीस के रूप में भी इस स्काउट्स एंड गाइड्स की भावना के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। तो हमारा प्रयास रहता है कि हम हमेशा इस काम को आगे बढ़ाएं। मेरे द्वारा संस्कृति मंत्रालय भारत सरकार के माध्यम से फोटोग्राफी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन का कार्य का दायित्व सीखा गया है, जिसे मैं निरंतर आगे बढ़ा रहा हूं और अपने क्षेत्र के बच्चों को भी इस फोटोग्राफी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन के कार्य में संलग्न कर रहा हूं। इस समय वर्तमान में कला उत्सव 2022 का आगाज हो चुका है, जो कि प्रत्येक राज्य में और देश के सर्व क्षेत्र में यह उत्सव मनाया जा रहा है, जो कि कक्षा 9 से लेकर 12 तक के बच्चों के लिए लागू होता है। और हमारे स्काउट्स और गाइड जो कि एक शांति का संदेश भी देते हैं, मैसेंजर ऑफ पीस हैं, तो इससे बेहतर मंच हमारे पास नहीं मिल सकता है। हम सौभाग्यशाली हैं कि हमें स्काउट्स और गाइड्स होने के नाते इन दायित्वों से जोड़ने का मौका मिला है। हम ऐसे ही कला और संस्कृति और साथ में स्काउट की भावनाओं को निरंतर आगे बढ़ाते रहें। इस प्रयास के साथ मैं आप सबके से यह निवेदन करता हूं कि आप सदैव किसी न किसी मोटिव को लेकर के आगे बढ़ें, क्योंकि हम एक मैसेंजर ऑफ पीस के रूप में यहां पर जुड़े हैं। तो हमारी भावनाएं हैं कि हम हर प्रत्येक नागरिक के हृदय में इस भावनाओं को समाज के प्रत्येक वर्ग तक आगे पहुंचाएं। जय हिंद, जय भारत। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Gauri sir. That was an incredible presentation and we loved the song which you sang. That was such a colorful presentation. Thank you so much, sir, once again. Now moving on to our next presenter, we have Mr. Rajiv Shah, a Rover Scout leader from Tripura. And next I will be requesting Mr. Sumit from Haryana State to please be ready. So I welcome Mr. Rajiv Shah from Tripura. Over to you. Mr. Rajiv, you are not audible. Can you please check your connection? No, maybe you can remove the earphones.
Yes, now am I audible?
Yeah, perfect. Go on.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. Myself Rajiv Shah, SWB Rover, and I am a state coordinator of OIMS and a coordinator of local coordinator Messenger of Peace. I am a Scouts and I am a Messenger of Peace. on the day celebrating the day of International Day of Peace, respected all my teachers and assistant director sir is also there, and respected other dignitaries present on today's webinar. I'm from Tripura, Tripura state. So today I'm going to share our experience and work we are doing in Tripura state. And we have taken one SDG goal, that is point number 13, that is climate change. So now may I have a request to share my video? They all are the rovers of Ranirvajar Open Rover Crew from Tripura state. Ranirvajar Open Rover Crew started their disaster management work with local administration and district administration in different parts of Tripura state. Wherever, whatever we have shown you in the picture, it is the part of our Tripura state, that is the city, capital city of Agartala, and it is located at Boldakhal area. And sometimes wherever the boys are cutting their trees and other things, you can see one car also damaged on that very time. It is very crucial time actually. On that very car, 3 children and 2 women was also there. After getting information from the district administration, within 10 minutes they reached to the spots and saved all the children and the women, those who are there. Actually, we have started this disaster management work for the safety of the benefit of the people, and we have near about 35 rovers we have trained up from disaster management authority, that is CTI, Central Training Institute, Gokul Nagar, and several times from different NGO also helped us to make our boys expert. And nowadays, wherever the disaster management, any incident is happened with NDRF, jointly our Ranirvajar Open Rover Crew, that is from Tripura State Bharat Scouts and Guides, they are actively participate in different fields. Sometimes you can see in COVID-19 also, they have done excellent work with the local administration and district administration. During this flood also, we have distributed 300 families sweets, biscuits, and rations to them, those who are from outside from the shelter house. And during rescue operation also, our boys have rescued 2 women and 2 children. Already we have instructed before 1 hour to come to the shelter house, but they have not come to the shelter house. After that, our boys went there and rescued them. And even there are near about 300 families benefited from our service. Even we have got appreciation from district administration, from our president, Tripura State Bharat Scouts and Guides, Minister Youth Affairs and Sports also. Subdivisional administration, local administration always appreciating us. Even sometimes newspapers, from newspapers also, we are getting so much as appreciation. And last time we have got a good appreciation from our Chief Minister office also, that the boys, those who are working for the disaster management, so they are working hard, and they are good enough and they recognized us for further training. Thank you to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rajiv. That was a great presentation and wish you all the very best for your upcoming projects. Moving on, we have Mr. Sumit, who is the Rover Scout leader and MOP state coordinator of Haryana state. I welcome you and I request Aniraba from Assam to be ready for the next. Well, I welcome you, Mr. Sumit, once again. Over to you.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Good evening to all respected dignitaries and my dear attendees. Myself, Sumit Gehletia, State Coordinator, MOP Project. I am a scout. I am a messenger of peace. May I request to IT team, please play our state video.
Scouting friends all over the world. Create a bridge in the world to live in peace. This is the time to spread out the word. Love, peace, tolerance, respect. Love and live in harmony. Whisper it deep into your heart.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to present the marvelous and extraordinary services and dedicated peace initiative carried on by the district association. Our different district associations are working on the different SDGs goals and different types of activities. Member of the Haryana State Bharat Scouts and Guide have successfully participated in various healthcare services like blood donation, medical camps, and eye checkup camp. And so many beneficiaries are benefited from the eye check camps and blood donation. So many our rovers, scouts, and guides and rangers are donating their blood for the needy peoples, and so many other activities are also done by our rover ranger, scouts and guide unit leader. Eye checkup camp were organized at various places. Member of the Haryana Bharat Scouts and Guide are also creating mass awareness on peace day by use of peace pictures, pledges, commitments. Also, the member have planted trees and are contributing toward the achieving the goals of the SDGs. My heartily congratulations to the Shivam for selecting the MOP Star Award from our state association. Our state association is also always helping to our all the groups for the improving their gadgets and so many other things for providing like sport and always motivating our young peoples. And for this youth for this piece I also announced the same some announcement for our Haryana State District Association, and we are planning for the to encourage the first 3 districts for the same. And in our different type of program, our same different district association and the different people are different benefited on the different ways. And thank you so much for the video, and we are encouraging and improving our day by day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sumit, for the wonderful presentation of Team Haryana. Moving on, we have next Ms. Anirava, a ranger from Assam State, and I request Jayashri ma'am to be ready for the next. So welcome Ms. Anirava from Assam. Over to you.
Salute. Honorable Director Sir, Joint Director Sir, all Assistant Director Sir, all other dignitaries, honorable chief guests, all other participants. Pranam to all. May Eni Rabha, Messenger of Peace, Rajya Puraskar Ranger, Amrit Prabha Ranger Team, Bharat Scouts and Guides, Assam. मैं हमारे रेंजर्स के साथ मिलकर रेंजर लीडर विजय डेका मैडम के परामर्श अनुसार गुड एनवायरनमेंट के और पीस के लिए एसडीजी गोल्स के ऊपर काफी सारे काम किए हैं। एसडीजी 3 गुड हेल्थ एंड वेलबींग, एसडीजी 4 क्वालिटी एजुकेशन, एसडीजी 5 जेंडर इक्वेलिटी और एसडीजी 13 क्लाइमेट एक्शन के ऊपर काम किए हैं। कोविड-19 में एसडीजी 3 के ऊपर की मंगल के लिए काम किए हैं। कोविड पेंडेमिक में कैसे अपने आप को निरोगी बनाए रखना है उसके बारे में लोगों को बताया है और बना के बता है। एसडीजी 4 क्वालिटी एजुकेशन में हम लोगों ने प्राइमरी स्कूल के 13 विद्यार्थियों को पढ़ाया है। एसडीजी 5 जेंडर इक्वेलिटी के लिए लोगों को समझाया है कि लड़का लड़की एक समान है और उन्हें अधिकार भी समान से मिलना चाहिए। Now I request to the IT team to share my PPT. The title of our project is SDG 13 Climate Action, Area, Rural, Oko, Kamrup, Assam. Objectives: गांव में घर घर जाकर लोगों को जलवायु सुरक्षा प्रदान के लिए समझाया है और कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स को भी जलवायु परिवर्तन से होने वाली आपद के बारे में बताया है ताकि वे लोग क्लाइमेट एक्शन को मेजर तरीके से ले सके। ऑब्जेक्टिव 2, सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक को यूज करना छोड़े और जितना हो सके प्लास्टिक को कम से कम यूज करें और कॉटन बैग यूज करें। एसडीजी गोल्स 3 टू सेफ ड्रिंकिंग वाटर। पानी जीव की जान है, अगर पानी रहेगी तभी जीव रहेंगे। इसके साथ बारिश के पानी को भी सेव करना चाहिए। इसके लिए हम लोगों ने कॉलेज कैंपस में ही नहीं बल्कि गांव के लोगों को भी समझाया है। नंबर 4, टू क्रिएट हेल्दी एनवायरनमेंट। जलवायु के अधिकारी बनने के लिए पेड़ पौधा लगाना चाहिए। इसीलिए कॉलेज कैंपस में और अपने गांव घरों में पेड़ पौधा लगाने के साथ हम लोगों ने उसका प्रतिपालन किए हैं। वेस्ट टू एसिड गोल, जलवायु को विशुद्ध रखने के लिए लोगों के अंदर हम लोगों ने अवेयर किया है। क्लीनलीनेस ड्राइव, कॉलेज कैंपस और पब्लिक प्लेस में सफाई अभियान किए हैं। प्लांटेशन, पेड़ पौधा लगाया है, साथ ही उसका संरक्षण भी किया है। हम लोगों ने स्ट्रीट प्ले किया है क्लाइमेट एक्शन के ऊपर और लोगों को जागरूकता करने के लिए हम लोगों ने कोशिश किए हैं। डिस्प्ले कार्ड डिस्प्ले करके जनता को बताया है कि क्लाइमेट एक्शन हमारे लिए कितना जरूरी है। इससे होने वाली इम्पैक्ट, लोगों ने समझा है कि पेड़ पौधा लगाना कितना जरूरी है। बहुत सारे लोग कॉटन बैग को यूज करने के लिए मोटिवेट हुए हैं। लोग साफ सुथरा रखना सीखे हैं, पानी संरक्षण के बारे में भी सीखे हैं। साथ ही हमारे कॉलेज के प्रिंसिपल सर ने कॉलेज कैंपस में बहुत सारे डस्टबिन और फलक लगाए हैं। हमारे कॉलेज के एनसीसी कैडेट्स और एनएसएस वॉलंटियर्स के साथ मिलकर हम लोगों ने स्वच्छ भारत अभियान, वृक्षारोपण, स्ट्रीट प्ले ये सब किया है। प्लास्टिक रिड्यूस रियूज रिफ्यूज के लिए विद्यार्थियों को आवेदन करते हैं, बहुत लोगों ने माना भी है। This is our continuous process. Thank you, Honorable Assistant Director, any region, BSc Sri Analendra Sharma sir, to giving me the opportunity to share our project. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Anirabha. That was really a beautiful presentation from your end. Up next, we have Dr. Jay Srinanda, Ranger Leader from Orissa State. I request you, ma'am, to please do your presentation. Over to you.
Namaskar. Life must be measured by thought and action, not by time. Myself, Dr. Jayashree Nanda, Ranger Leader and Faculty of Department of Education, Kunja Bihari College, Barang, from Odisha State BSG. I am a scout and I am a messenger of peace. Usually we hurry the mind, but we are slow in our action. The right formula for success is patience in the mind and dynamism in action. My team members are in action mode throughout the year for the attainment of sustainable development goals for a better world. We are working with more than 10 SDGs. Under SDG number 3, we organize COVID-19 vaccination camp, deworming drive, and blood donation camp in our college. We aware local rural people about different type of diseases like dengue, tomato flu, chikungunya, corona, etc. We also aware our young students about the harmful effects of drugs, tobacco, alcohol through Yuva Sanskar program of Government of Odisha. Under SDG number 4, we are awareing the adult illiterate and low literate villagers about financial scams and make them functionally literate for bank and post office transactions. 7 rovers and 14 rangers are doing this job in their own villages from last 1 year. More than 50 old adult villagers are being benefited through this functional literacy program. Under SDG number 5, our college organized self-defense program for +2 level girl students, and 348 girls became benefited out of this program, and 3 senior rangers became trainers for this program. Our college also organized a 2 days workshop on gender-based violence in collaboration with Basavya Mahila Mandali of Hyderabad and US consultant, and 30 students, 14 scouts and 16 non-scouts get training and act as gender champions, and they also give training to other students of our college. Under SDG number 10, we people care for the differently abled children and protect them from bullying and develop their self-confidence through various activities. Under SDG number 11, for sustainable community, we tried our level best to make the locality green by plantation, by distribution of different types of samples and seeds. Our department students, including rovers and rangers, welcome the guests in different occasions by gifting plants instead of bouquet. Under SDG number 15, our unit works hard to make the environment green by creating forest. Our unit members collect different types of seeds and make seed balls, then distribute them through the personnel of good trains and long route buses and trucks to create forest. Our unit members also giving importance to cleanliness drive by cleaning the college campus, temples, and other religious places. Under SDG number 14, as we all care for the sustainability of the water bodies and soil, we should give importance to reduce using of plastic and also say no to single use of plastic. Our team not only aware their own college students, but also go to different nearby schools and colleges to aware others. Till today, they have covered 12 schools and 1 college. Under SDG number 15, our team members are very much empathetic towards birds and street animals. Not only they fed them, but also made shelter for them. Under SDG number 16, to aware people about environmental pollution, for peace, gender equality, etc., our team also organizes art competitions and different types of competitions. Under SDG number 17, our scouting activity is not confined to our college only. We also render better service to the society with collaboration of different organizations. We work with Art of Living organization in Sravana Jalaseva and Jagarajatra at Sri Lingaraj Temple, Bhubaneswar. And also we also render service at Bali Yatra, Baranga Mahotsav, Durga Puja, etc. Happiness doesn't come to those who sit and wait. So leave this world a little better place that you found it, as said by Lord Baden-Powell. So together we can change the world. Together we can end racism and build peace. Kindly play my video. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. Moving ahead with the program, I would like to invite next Mr. Anurag Singh, young and active, energetic rover from DNH State Bharat Scouts and Guides.
Hello everyone, myself Anurag. I am a scout and I am messenger of peace. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, Bhaiya, you are audible.
Okay. First of all, I would like to give a brief introduction of myself. I belong from DNH. Whenever I go somewhere in India, just I have a question. What is a DNH? DNH is one of the cleanest and greenest UT of India. In our DNH, we have 80% peoples or tribal places. सो हमें क्या होता है यहाँ पे बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम फेस आउट करना पड़ता है हमें स्काउटिंग को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए. सो हमारा थोड़ा सा आज का हम प्रेजेंटेशन एक्टिविटी हम आपके सामने प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं उसी के सम गतिविधियां है. सो आई लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट आवर आईटी टीम टू प्लीज प्ले द पीपीटी. हियर द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. बेसिकली हमारा मेन मोटो क्या है, गुड हेल्थ एंड वेलबींग के ऊपर वर्क करना. इन कोविड में हमने बहुत फेस आउट किया कि हमारे ट्राइबल पीपल्स को खुद को उनको नहीं पता कि वो अपने आप को कैसे हेल्थियर लाइफ को मेंटेन कर सकते हैं. हम ट्राई किए उनके पास जाने का, बट उन्होंने हमें एक्सेप्ट करने से डिनाइड कर दिया क्योंकि वो हमें जानते ही नहीं थे. तो इसी रिगार्ड हमने कुछ मोमेंट्स आगे हमने किया था. फर्स्ट, ओके, समर साइकिल एक्टिविटी. इन DNH we organize the summer cycle activity. Here are more than 30 to 40 participants. Next slide, please. You can see the first picture. हमारे यहाँ पे स्काउट्स है, गाइड्स है जो साइकिल मूवमेंट को स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं और रूरल एरिया से आगे जाते हुए. सेकंड पिक्चर में आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं हमारे रेंजर लीडर है, ये आगे इन द टीम को लीड कर रहे हैं कि हमारे सारे एक्टिविटी में ऐसे इन द फ्रंट ऑफ आके लीड करते हैं. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. आप यहाँ पे बैकग्राउंड में आप देख सकते हैं दोनों पिक्चर्स में बैक साइड में जो हाउसेस है वो ट्राइबल है. अब हम वहां पे साइकिल यात्रा करने गए तो वो हमें पूछे कि क्या है क्या, तो हम उनको इसके बेनिफिट्स के बारे में बताए कि साइकिल से आपको क्या बेनिफिट मिल सकता है और इसके हमें कितने फायदे हैं, क्या नहीं करके हम कैसे अपने लाइफ को और हेल्थियर बना सकते हैं. प्लीज नेक्स्ट टाइम. सेकेंड, द क्रिकेट टूर्नामेंट. हमने इंडिया में हमने बहुत जगह देखा क्रिकेट नॉर्मल चीजें है, बट मेंस के लिए बहुत जगह पे ऑर्गेनाइज किया जाता है, बट वुमेन्स के लिए कुछ गिने चुने स्टेट ही इसके लिए ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं. बट DNH ने क्या इनिशिएटिव लिया यहाँ पर कि हम वुमेन्स के लिए क्रिकेट स्टार्ट करते हैं और इसमें हमें लोकल गवर्नमेंट से सपोर्ट मिला. आप क्लियर यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं जो ब्लू शर्ट में है वो हमारे DNH के कलेक्टर है एंड देन उनके साइड में जो ब्लैक शर्ट में है वो SP है, स्टूडेंट ऑफ पुलिस ऑफ दादरा नगर हवेली. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. यहाँ पे तो कुछ फोटोग्राफ्स है, जैसे हमारे ओपनिंग सेरेमनी में आप यहाँ पे क्लियरली देख सकते हैं कि हमारे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ DNH BSG यहाँ पे ओपनिंग सेरेमनी में आए थे और SP सर ने ऐसा हमें इवन पर्सनली बोला कि आप टेंशन नहीं लीजिए, मैं पर्टिकुलर एवरीडे आऊंगा, आपको सपोर्ट करूंगा वुमेन्स के एंगेजमेंट के लिए फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट के थ्रू. प्लीज नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. हेलो, हेलो, ओके. आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं हमारे एसोसिएशन सुधांशु शेखर सर पर्सनली इनिशिएट करते सारे एक्टिविटियों को देकर. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट. एज यूजुअल हमने क्रिकेट की तरह फुटबॉल को भी आगे बढ़ाने के लिए फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट के थ्रू हमने वुमेन्स के लिए ऑर्गेनाइज किया. इसमें आप यहाँ पे हमारे APJ अब्दुल कलाम कॉलेज है, वहाँ के वाइस प्रिंसिपल इसमें है, सिलवासा यूथ कमेटी के जो मेंबर थे, प्रेसिडेंट थे, वो आके हम इनकरेज किया कि आप बहुत अच्छा काम करें, कीप गोइंग ऑन. प्लीज नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. इसमें हमें दो टीम से आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, फर्स्ट फ्रॉम ग्रीन एंड अदर ऑन ऑरेंज. द ग्रीन इज फ्रॉम DNH and the orange from Daman, and ये they most of they are a tribal part of India. उनको पता नहीं फुटबॉल कैसे खेला जाता है, क्या होता है, क्या हमने उनको बेसिकली बताया है यहाँ पर कि फुटबॉल में आपको कितना मेहनत और कितना हार्ड वर्क करना पड़ता है और इसके थ्रू आप अपने आप को कैसे फिट रख सकते हैं. द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Yes, it is one of the most important our part, mountain trekking. In DNH we have a Gambhirgarh, one a place. Here we usually go to the for trekking and other activities, just adventure activity. It is a one of the eco tourism place. Next slide please. Here you can see the two pictures, one from guide and scouts and rovers and rangers are the trekking, they are start the trekking same as usual. Next slide please. एंड हाँ, हम बात कर रहे थे गुड हेल्थ एंड वेलबींग। हम कैसे भूल सकते हैं योगा? योगा हमारे लाइफस्टाइल में एक ऐसा पार्ट है जिसको हम चाह के भी इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते हमारे लाइफस्टाइल से। इसमें हम स्वरूपा शाह मैडम योगा कोऑर्डिनेटर साइकिल मेयर हैं डीएनएच की, वो लीड करें इन फ्रंट ऑफ। और ये स्पेशली इस फोटो की एक खासियत है कि ये योगा नॉर्मल प्लेस पे नहीं है, वहां पे एक हमारे रिवर है, वहां पे हम इस योगा को परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। यू कैन of how they are happy and enjoying the trekking points. Next slide, please. Services in marathon. हमारे डीएनएच में ऑन अ बेसिस रेगुलर बेसिस में मैराथन होते रहते हैं और इसमें डीएनएच बीएसजी आगे से आगे सपोर्ट करते हैं। यस, वी आर रेडी टू प्रोवाइड योर सर्विसेज बिकॉज हम उनको बताना चाहते हैं कि आपको क्या क्या इसके रिगार्डिंग प्रॉब्लम फेस करना पड़ता है और कैसे आप इसके रिगार्डिंग आगे आ सकते हैं। मेडिकल सर्विस हम प्रोवाइड करते हैं उनको, वाटर सर्विस, ड्रिंक एक्सेट्रा। आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं दो पिक्चर्स है, एक आप फर्स्ट वन देखेंगे हम वहाँ पे उनको मेडिकल प्लस वाटर दोनों फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। सेकेंड पिक्चर में आप इजीली क्लियर देख सकते हैं, ये बच्चे ऑलमोस्ट नाइट 3 बजे से मैराथन के लिए प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं वहां पर विद द लोकल गवर्नमेंट। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। जैसे मैं आपको बता कि हमने सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं वही मेडिकल, जैसे किसी को बच्चे हमने फर्स्ट एड के थ्रू हमने ट्रेनिंग ली है, वहां पे डॉक्टर्स अवेलेबल नहीं थे तो इन बच्चों ने खुद के नॉलेज से उनको स्प्रे करना, कहीं पे बैंडेज लगाना। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। हाँ, ये मैराथन जो रनर आए थे वो आए थे एक्चुअली मुंबई से। इन्होंने देखा स्काउट गाइड के बारे में, या स्काउट गाइड इज डूइंग समथिंग ग्रेट इन डीएनएच। दे जस्ट अ सिंपल रियर क्लिक इच वाज टेकन बाय माय फोन, या हाउ दे आर एनकरेजिंग द। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। साइकिल एक्टिविटी विद द कोलैबोरेशन ऑफ डीएनएच गवर्नमेंट। जब डीएनएच गवर्नमेंट ने देखा कि हम इतना अच्छे एक्टिविटी काम कर रहे हैं हमारे डीएनएच में, तो उन्होंने क्या किया कि कोलैबोरेट किया, टाई अप किया। यस, स्काउट इज द बेस्ट। उनको लगा कि कुछ मोमेंट को हम आगे आगे करना है, फॉरवर्ड करना है। नॉर्मल हमारे सिलवासा स्मार्ट सिटी में हमें मूवमेंट लाना है, तो उन्होंने स्काउट गाइड के साथ में कोलैबोरेट किया और हमें रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी। यस, आप जाइए लोकल एरिया में उनको बताइए साइकिलिंग के फायदे। हमने पहले ट्राइबल में किया, अब नाउ वी आर डूइंग इन स्मार्ट सिटीज। So it is our group photo over there. In here you can easily the center is a cycle mayor of a DNH. The next slide please. Yeah, our guide is helping to a lady to how to ride a cycle because सबने साइकिल चलाया होता है बचपन में, बट हमारे यंग एज में आते आते हम साइकिल चलाना ही छोड़ देते हैं। हम जिम में जाते हैं, वहां पे साइकिलिंग करते हैं, बट एक्चुअल साइकिल कोई नहीं चलाना चाहता है, तो हम वहां पे उन्होंने बताया कि इसके फायदे क्या है। द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। ये जस्ट उन सोसाइटी यहाँ पे प्रमुख वीआर सोसाइटी, इन्होंने सपोर्ट लिया, सामने से आया। अब एवरी वीकेंड हम वहां पे जाकर साइकिल एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म करते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। थैंक यू once again. Myself Anurag, I am a scout and a messenger of peace. Happy Peace Day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anurag. That was a wonderful initiative taken by DNH, and thank you for sharing us with us. And lastly, as we have completed each one of yours presentation, I would like to thank all of you for this wonderful presentations. Up next, I would like to invite respected Rajkumar Kaushik sir, Honorable Director of the Bharat Scouts and Guides, to please come and give the closing remarks. Over to you, sir.
Ankita, you can go with according to program. Sir is busy and he is going to come. By that time, you can give the instruction for tomorrow. He will come and join.
Right, sir. So we shall have him back again. Over to Shubham.
Thank you, Antika. Dear participants, please note that I have few instructions for you. Please be attentive. A digital certificate will be presented to all the active participants who have a valid BSG UID, that means registration on OIMS portal. Participants should be present in all the 4 days webinars through Zoom or YouTube channel of Bharat Scouts and Guides, and submit a short report through Google form, which will be shared on the last day, that is on 21st September 2022. Thank you. This was the information, general information for all the participants.
Thank you, Subham. There is a message from Director, sir. He is busy with some office works. Convey his regards to our National Chief Advisor to CNC, sir, Dr. HP Setri, sir, for your kind presence. And also he convey regards and appreciate all the presenters for your very nice presentation. Thank you very much. Keep it up. And we want to see more activities in Bharat Scout and Guide. Thank you, and continue with the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing the message of Director, sir. Moving ahead with the program, now I would like to request a very enthusiastic leader, our friend, philosopher and guide, Mr. Bablu Goswami, sir, Assistant Director, Eastern Region, who is very well known for his works, to offer thanks and gratitude to the Honorable Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, and other distinguished members by presenting the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Subham. Good evening to everyone. First of all, wish you happy International Day of Peace in advance. Honorable
sir, you are muted.
Good evening to everyone. First of all, I wish you happy International Day of Peace in advance. Honorable Sri Dr. HP Chetri, sir, National Advisor to Chief National Commissioner and State Chief Commissioner, Sikkim State Bharat Scouts and Guides. Respected Madam Monse Lopez, Youth Representative, WASM. Respected Additional International Commissioner of Scouts and WASM Consultant, Sri Madhusudan Avla, sir. Respected Office Bearers. Respected Director, sir, Sri Rajkumar Kaushik. Joint Directors, Deputy Director, Assistant Directors, and all the professionals of Bharati Scouts and Guides, members of BSG, YouTube viewers, and everyone. It is my privilege and honor for me to get the opportunity to thank our most favorite, beloved today's feathered speaker and all the dignitaries. On the behalf of Bharati Scouts and Guides, National Headquarters, I would like to thank and sincere gratitude to our Honorable Sri Dr. HP Chetri, sir, National Advisor to Chief National Commissioner and State Chief Commissioner, Sikkim State Bharati Scouts and Guides, who honored this webinar with their inspirational and motivational thoughts and words. I would like to thank and sincere gratitude to most respected Madam Monse Lopez, Youth Representative, WASM, and member of Global Earth Tribe team, who shared very important information and knowledge on implementation of Earth Tribe and role to our young members. Those who are attending the webinar on Zoom and BSG YouTube channel. Madam, your presence makes the webinar more meaningful. we assure that our members will work to their best for the community development. I would like to thanks and sincere gratitude to Additional International Commissioner of Scouts and WOSM consultant Sri Madhusudan Avla sir for their guidance. I would like to thanks and sincere gratitude to respected director sir, who are all source of inspiration and motivation for us. I would like to thanks to Madam Darshana Pavaskar, Joint Director of Guides, Program and Training, for their inspiring opening remarks. I would like to thanks Sri Amar B. Chetri sir, Joint Director of Scouts, Program and Training, for his valuable guidance, the success of programs. He also inspired to the professional to take a lives and professionally challenges in a more positive way. I also thanks and gratitude to all the office bearers, professionals of Bharati Scouts and Guides, and all the state officials, those who are present here. Our sincere gratitude and thanks goes out to all the parents and well-wishers for our rock-solid support system and encouraging their Scouts and Guides to attend the webinar. Without your support, the Scouts and Guides were not able to exist. Thank you very much for joining this event. Finally, I would like to thank my our MCs, Ayantika Kundu and Subham Singh, supporting young members, IT teams, publicity team, who made this event happy and their impressive performance. My thanks to Almighty God for making today's event a grand success. By his blessing and grace, we are able to make the event what it was. The essence of fruits is always tested in the last, and we believe that the last will be the best. We would like to thank to each and everyone making this webinar a memorable one for all. Thank you so much once again to each and everyone. Jai Scouting, Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Bablu sir. We are really grateful to hear from you again. With the permission of Director sir, as we have him back again, I would request him to come on screen and address our today's gathering. I request Dr. Rajkumar Kaushik sir, Honorable Director of Bharat Scouts and Guides, to please address our today's gathering. Welcome, sir.
Sorry, Ayantika, when vote of thanks is given, there did not be any speech afterwards. So thank you very much for inviting me. Take care, everyone.
Thank you all. As we have come to the end of our today's gathering, let us all work together in promoting peace, and let us meet again tomorrow at the same time with another topic, Scouts for Humanitarian Action. Well, yes, we will be meeting again tomorrow at the same time at 3 p.m. So this is Ayantika Kundu signing off. Till then, take care, goodbye, and enjoy Scouting.